My name is Ethan Moore. I was married to Claire for 16 years. 16 years isn't short, but it's long enough for love to fade quietly. No fights, no obvious betrayal, just routines, silence, and pretending everything was fine. That Saturday morning felt normal. The coffee machine was humming, sunlight came through the kitchen window, and I was scrolling on my phone without looking for anything. Then I saw the photo. Claire was in her office, standing too close to a man named Ryan, the one she always called just a coworker. His arm was around her shoulders, her head leaned toward him, and she looked relaxed, happy. The caption said, "My real partner. Work partner for life." I didn't get angry or panic. I just felt empty, like something finally made sense. I put my phone down, finished my coffee, and opened the drawer under the counter. Inside was a folder with divorce papers I had printed weeks earlier, not because I was suspicious, but because I was tired. I placed the folder on the kitchen table where Claire usually dropped her keys. No note, no message. Before going outside, I opened the app again and commented under her photo, "Congratulations. The divorce papers are on the kitchen table." Then I put my phone face down and watered the lawn. She called that evening, her voice light and playful, saying I wasn't seriously upset and that it was just a joke people post all the time. I didn't interrupt. I let her talk until she ran out of words, then I said one thing, "Check the kitchen." I hung up. 2 days later, I sent an anonymous email, short and professional. Claire was a manager, and Ryan reported directly to her. I attached the photo and included dates, company travel, and shared expenses. No accusations, just facts. I didn't want revenge. I wanted the truth to stand on its own. Claire came home early. She tried the front door and the lock didn't turn. When I opened it, she asked if I had changed the locks. I shook my head and said I changed what comes next. I pointed to the guest house behind the main building and told her her things and the papers were there. Everything was packed neatly. No drama, no shouting. She didn't argue, just looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time. The investigation didn't take long. Company policy was clear, manager and direct report, undisclosed relationship, company money involved. She wasn't fired that day. She was suspended, then reviewed, then quietly removed. No farewell email, no goodbye party, just silence. One night she came into the living room angry and shaking and said I destroyed her career. I looked at her calmly and said no, I stopped protecting it. She laughed bitterly and said she had no one left. I nodded and said I knew how that felt, I just felt it first. The divorce was quick, no arguments, no alimony, a clean split. The judge signed the papers, we stood up, and walked away from each other. Now my mornings are quiet. Coffee, sunlight, the lawn growing back slowly. Claire moved out of the city, her social media disappeared, and her name faded from company records. I didn't win and I didn't celebrate. I just stopped holding on to someone who had already let go, and I learned that sometimes the scariest thing isn't anger, but silence when it finally decides to act.